Hello, it's Websy Wonga here. It's been forever since I made a video. My hair is all crazy. But anyways, I was gonna do a video. For a while I've been wanting to make a video of it, especially on my day off. I do work a lot, so I just felt like it was time to talk about it. Just what's been going on with me. I've been working a lot. So it's really hard to even for this channel to make videos sometimes because I work a lot and I'm tired and dealing with a lot of stuff in between. But one of the things I wanted to talk about was I'm pregnant. Yes, Websy Wongi is pregnant. I'm not going to go into a whole lot of details about the pregnancy, but I am going to be open about it. Because it all happened fast, and I know on Facebook I posted about it, but it is very difficult because as some of you know, I've been in a relationship with my fiance, and it's really difficult. So basically there was someone I met months ago prior to my pregnancy. I didn't think much into it when I met this particular person, but I felt a strong connection to them, and I tried to ignore it. I tried to not even go towards him because I felt such a strong connection. And most people, know my backstory. In my previous marriage, I did end up cheating on my ex-husband. So I didn't want to make the same choices or the same mistakes. It's just really difficult in my situation because it's something that for the longest time when I met this person, I didn't want anything to do with going towards that mistake like I did in the past. But I felt like through time, I got to know him. And it's not something I could avoid any longer. So I was open and honest with my fiance about how I felt a strong connection, and it wasn't really like something I had experienced. For just the heads up, I do love my fiance. I do have a connection with him, but I also feel a connection with this guy, and it was really hard because they're both very similar. Maybe it's because they're both Geminis, if that means anything. And like I said, I was open and honest how I felt with my fiance about this guy. And like I said, I'm not going to go into deep about it, but pretty much, we end up having sex. And of course, I knew there could be consequences afterwards of doing that a few times, and I'm pregnant now. So I found out I was pregnant in September. It was about 23rd of September, and so currently I am 17. Of today, I am 17 weeks. So there's been a lot going on for me. I do feel like I am showing a little bit. Well, I'm not gonna show my belly, but yeah, I do have a little. I mean, I'm not like the average pregnancy woman. This is my first child. But yeah, I do have a belly. I do feel like in the beginning, I wasn't the normal, throwing up, but I knew right away, prior to having sex with this guy, that I was pregnant. I started feeling symptoms right away. You know how it goes, if you know anything about pregnancies or if you've been pregnant. But yeah, this has been a very difficult road for me, something that I won't forget. But in general, it's been very hard dealing with the transition of, you know, let's say falling in love, but like having a love for two people and then another one on the way. How a lot of love is surrounding me. Some people aren't very supportive of it, which I understand why they're not. And a lot of it was a shock to a lot of people. A lot of things caused a lot of problems, and I understand. But it is really hard dealing with both people because I feel a strong connection to both of them. And, you know, I'm not going to get into it, but I do feel like I will always love both of them. And like I've said in past videos that, you know, love is love. And at that point, a few months prior to like really getting involved with this guy, you know, in my past video, I would, you know, mention about someone and everything, but I didn't want to be real with how I was feeling. I wanted to deny it. And to me, it's almost like a coming out story because nobody really wants to talk about it because they're judged about it. And I know my situation is not coming out story. It feels like it almost, because whatever people do in their own personal life is their business. And I know a lot of things like this situation is frowned upon, and I know in the process, you know, I did hurt a lot of people. I disappointed a lot of people. But at the same time, I did the best I felt I could in this situation because I felt like I didn't want to make the same mistake in the past, but at the same time, things happen. Now the most important thing in the situation is to focus on the baby and the happiness of the baby and the well-being of the baby. That's the most important, regardless of who's involved. It is really hard because I want to move. I don't necessarily want to be with family, or I mean, family's fine. It's just I want a place on my own, especially before the baby comes, and of course for my fiance to live with me and stuff. But yeah, there's so much evolving in this situation that's really hard to talk about every detail, and I feel like in my best interest, it's not really my place to talk about a lot of the in-depth stuff of this situation. But basically, I'm pregnant. I did find out the due date is May 27th of next year, of course. And like I said, I'm 27. I think 17 weeks. So in a few weeks, January 7th, which I think is a funny date because that was the day I got married to my ex, and of all days, you know. Anyways, then I'll know the gender, which is weird because during my different appointments I went to, I guess I was behind because I didn't go right away. And so it's like I'm on this group on Facebook for new moms or people that have been moms for a while, and it's weird because they already have their ultrasound picture, which I do finally. It's really hard because a few weeks ago when I went for my ultrasound, or a week ago, whatever, I first got to see the baby. That was exciting. Just by looking at the picture, I could be wrong, but the baby does look like a girl. And a lot of people, how I've been talking about the baby is they, because I don't want to say it, waved at me, and I seen their little heartbeat. But yeah, basically, by the looks of the picture, the baby looks like a girl. It's like, but yeah, the baby's dad wants a boy. He thinks the baby is a boy, but I do want a girl, but also too, it would be nice to have a boy. So it's kind of like, I don't know which gender it is or what I'm feeling, because I feel like it's both maybe. But a lot of people say twins. I'm like, no, I'm not having twins. I really want twins, but I don't think I'm having twins. That would be a shock to the system. I was like, and it's cool because, I mean, it could be a little bit early or late or whatever, or in between. Possibly the baby will be a Gemini. So it would be kind of cool to have a twin Gemini, girl or boy. Because I feel like the baby's a boy or girl. Because in the beginning, I felt like the baby was a girl because I started seeing like pink things, everything pink. But anyways, yeah, I'm pregnant. Libsy Wondy's pregnant finally, and it's like, that's the thing. Like, people who haven't had children, a lot of people focus on that first child, wanting a child. But like for me and my experience and stuff, I lost hope in that. Like, that's never gonna happen to me, but it happened. Maybe not in the best situation in this case, but it did happen. And like I said, a lot of people have judged, a lot of people have said things in their opinion, which is fine. Everyone has their opinion, and I understand why they're mad or they don't agree with it, which is fine. It's not a good situation to be in, but it did happen. And right now it's moving forward and focusing on the well-being of the child, what's gonna make the child happy. And also in the process, you know, bettering myself and, you know, trying to not focus too much on the negative aspects of the situation, but focusing on, you know, what can I do now, even though things have happened. And, you know, I want my world to look a certain way, but sometimes you can't choose what you want. Sometimes you just have to go with it. Anyways, I don't mean to be long in this video, but I just thought I'd share the news. Anyways, if you had any ideas, which I think in the title, or not the title, the screenshot is a picture of the baby. I think I'll do that, just so you guys can see what the baby looks like. But yeah, let me know what you think by the ultrasound, what the gender is. I think the baby's a girl by the gender of the picture, but I could be wrong because the baby's low. So anyways, you'll see in the description, in the picture of the video. Anyways, bye-bye for now.